Signed in.
Okay, we're periscoping now. I see it.
You see it? Really?
Yep.
New one?
Worked.
All right.
Yep.
There we go. All right. We didn't get on as early as we wanted, but we got a few minutes here, Middlecoff. Have you figured out yet why the Niners are favored? Raheem Mostert back over 5 yards a carry. Bill's giving up 5 yards a carry this year.
I really have not. It makes zero sense, but I did see John Lynch on with Lisa Salters.
Yeah.
I think her name is. Say that Jimmy Garoppolo and George Kittle had really good news today, and they, he sounded like George might be a little better than Jimmy, but like those guys could come back relatively soon.
Oh, like
and then I saw No, not today. I saw them. I have ESPN on in the background, and like, I mean, it's a rough listen with Rex, and I'm a big Randy Moss fan as a player. Don't really need his analysis, but they keep going to like the field. There was like a shot of Kyle hugging Matt Barkley. I'm like, how do these guys know each other? Then there was like they showed one of the suites at whatever Glendale, whatever the hell it's called, and Jimmy and George were just sitting there together, like two guys.
Like just two guys.
But again, in like clothes like me and you, but they were there. I guess, of course, they're there. The whole fucking operation's there.
Yeah, you're right.
I think George had one on. Jimmy just had on.
By the way,
they're both wearing. It looked like
this is a Niner pregame. But remember the Niner game you and I went to? We're standing in the back of the end zone, and Greg Williams was there, and like his wife was there, and he was just like dapping people up, and you and I both watched him and just thought, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Something's off. And we talked yesterday. I thought arrogant play call by him. Even Rex crushed him. Rex called it one of the worst calls he's ever seen. So,
well, everyone's saying that. But
well,
here's
but
my
point
guys.
is, just because everyone's saying it doesn't mean whatever. Forget about the worst call ever. It was bad though.
That's what take. If in the hype on what's his name is, let's face it, Trevor Lawrence hype is out of control. Like, to me, his hype right now probably exceeds the player, and I think the player is good.
Yeah.
The hype couldn't be any stronger.
Right.
It's Luck, it's Zion, it's Bryce Harper. Like, it's crazy high. He better be fucking good. But if he is, we'll look back, like if in 5 years they've made the playoffs 3 or 4 times and he's one of the best players in the league, that will be viewed as one of the great plays in Jets history.
Yeah,
so question. It's like,
without question.
I don't understand. I just, you've lost that long. That was crazy the way it happened, but I do think it'll be remembered well, big picture.
Absolutely.
If the guy is really good. If he's not, honestly, it might not even be remembered that much. It'll be like, well, we were that shitty for this. There's a lot. I guess my ultimate point is the reason this is such a crazy story is because of this guy. And I think sometimes I haven't watched that much Clemson, but sometimes I watch Clemson and I go, is this guy really John Elway?
Well, he hasn't played a meaningful game. Like, he has, but he hasn't. It doesn't feel like he's played a real game in a while, right? He didn't play against Notre Dame.
You saw him live, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, that was his freshman. That was that game was so weird. They picked 6 Tua immediately, and the game just got away, and it was, all
I know is if the 49ers were in this situation, I would just be a little leery of Trevor Lawrence in the sense of, like, how's he going to live up to this hype?
Well, he's just such
and
a
the hype
public
in New
bet
York
right now, right?
Oh,
if you were a
God.
bet, he would be the Raiders over the Jets, actually, now that I think about it. Everyone would think it was a hit.
Well, I know, like, even the Niners tonight being favored, they are just I think I saw it went back to a pick 'em. It's just kind of a coin flip, which I still think is crazy. But no one's going, the Niners 8-point favorite tonight with Mullins. It doesn't feel like that. The way we talk about Trevor Lawrence is he's the can't miss prospect, I don't know, of like the decade. Would you say Trevor Lawrence or Andrew Luck? Honestly, they feel about on par. Like the hype.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I feel my gut reaction is Luck, bigger hype, but I mean, it's hard to have bigger hype than the Trevor Lawrence. That'd be my gut reaction.
I just think if Luck was just if the hype machine, there's a ceiling on it. If Luck just hit the ceiling, I can't go any higher. I do think Trevor Lawrence is basically there too.
Yeah, I'm with you. By the way, Mike commented, don't forget our YouTube. channel. Go subscribe to that YouTube channel. Up over 5,000, almost 5.2 thousand subscribers now on YouTube. So go check it out. New podcast will be. Says, don't forget Matt Barkley was on the roster. Kyle's first year got cut prior to the season starting.
Okay, so they knew each other, and I could see like in a weird way, Kyle kind of liked him. Right?
Yeah.
I was like, God, I wish Matt just got it done in the preseason games. Would it shock you if he liked that player coming out of college?
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't shock me.
Let's see. Somebody else said, would love to see the Steelers lose. And my reaction is, would love to see the Steelers play. How that game's not on television, it's outrageous. But
he almost threw a pick. Well,
Who?
I mean, we've got people that send us illegal streams. I've been
Yep.
watching it. Well, I don't want to out.
Hey.
I don't want to out my little.
No, absolutely. By the way, what's our old VPN promo code? Maybe that one still works. ExpressVPN promo code HAM, I think was that one. Maybe that works.
Yeah,
That's
maybe it
jump
does.
on that, then get on the stream and you're ready.
Well, you hit it last night on the podcast. Said it was only in a limited amount of markets, and then we're like, that just sounds nuts. And then I saw the map today. I'm like, no, it really is. That's
so
crazy.
what markets, whatever.
Well, like the Northeast, I think, but it's nowhere on the West Coast.
So this game tonight, Niners Bills. I'm with you. I haven't from the beginning understood how the Niners end up favored. That's different than saying I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, you tell me, Kyle, they run the ball down their throat and they play defense. Okay, I could buy that, but it's gonna be like a kind of a the Robert Saleh buildup and Richard Sherman looking for that big Lions contract next year from Robert Saleh. Maybe Adam Peters is gonna hook. Richard's gonna get like a 2-year, $20 million deal from the Lions if Robert Saleh's their head coach after all this politicking. Maybe it's a big Robert Saleh night tonight against Josh Allen.
Can't blame him, right? I mean, he's won a Super Bowl, been to two others. Like
I texted you. It hit me like Friday. Like, Sherman's a free agent. Of course he wants Robert Saleh to get a job.
Guy, the Niners are now favored -1.5. Like I think it's a little outrageous. I don't quite understand it. As I sit here right now talking to you, I will be surprised if they win. That doesn't mean I don't think they can win, but I'm not going into this game expecting a win. Nick Mullins on the road, even John Lynch was like, Lisa was like, everyone talking about bonding. He's like, I'm tired of hearing people bonding. We were preaching to the guys like, just keep your distance, stay apart. This isn't 2019,
right?
So like, go to your room separately. I mean, it's not.
I guess it could be like
bonding in the sense that you naturally bond. I think during Corona in the NFL times right now because you're isolated to begin with. I don't like. They're just either going to be good enough or not. Like that's the reason they're going to win tonight, right? When you play good teams, oh my, this guy's going to win $500,000. They just went for it on 4th and 1. Roethlisberger threw an incompletion.
Somebody bet the
Washington football team is
Washington football team +6.
The Washington football team, not bad guy, plays the Niners next week.
I know. They're gonna hand the Steelers their first L of the year.
Well, that guy Boobie Gibson, who I didn't even know existed, Antonio Gibson, or their running back, got hurt tonight, toe, and then I saw a doctor on Twitter, which you got to take with a grain of salt. Was like immediate, probably out next week, toe grade 2, right? This is like, he's out next week. But I'm just watching them like they're clearly pretty solid on defense.
Dwayne Haskins there?
Alex is bleeding and limping around and throwing touchdowns.
How about when Rivera tried to pull his mask down to yell, but he had another mask on underneath? Did you see that at the end of the first half? He rips his mask down, but then he still has another mask. He's like, screw it, puts the other mask back on right before the field goal.
It is pretty nuts. Like Nick Mullins is coming for Jimmy Garoppolo, and every single human, except like our buddy David Lombardi and maybe Grant Cohn, admit Nick Mullins and Jimmy Garoppolo, they aren't even in the same sentence. Alex Smith with one leg comes in, and it's not even a question that their first round pick, who was not like he was a 32nd pick, he was 15th overall draft pick, can't even begin to hold Alex on a leg and a half's jock. Like it's not. Everyone's like, this guy's way better. That's pretty. I wouldn't have. If you would have told me coming in, I'd be like, I could see Ron and Jack and those guys not being loving Dwayne Haskins, but I'd imagine his talent would just be better than Alex. And then you just watch Alex play, and you're like, no chance he's better than Alex.
Austin says
it's an underrated all-time story for football.
Austin, by the way, says, I think about Cap and Chip beating the Rams in a meaningless game all the time, lost out on Myles Garrett.
You see Myles Garrett the other day? I think he leads the league in pressures.
Wow. I guess his situation with the
but
Steelers
to
is
me,
long over.
Yeah, you can play that game a lot. So it's
The
that would
Niners
help.
the other way got Nick Bosa, right? I mean, believe it or not. So
who does have a torn ACL?
I know it sucks. It's crazy. I feel like the Bills are going to be on. We talked about this on the podcast. The Bills are going to be on primetime 3 out of the next 4 weeks because they have a Sunday night game and they have a Monday night game, and then they actually have a Sunday, just an afternoon game that's like one of the major. I don't know if it's honestly I don't have their schedule in front of me, but I think it's one of the maybe it's Nance and Romo. I'm not sure, but I do feel like I don't like there are some teams where you think, as an example, if Trevor Lawrence ends up on the Jags, it'd be like, all right, it is the NFL, so any franchise can be good at any time.
That's the worst possible spot.
But yeah, that doesn't do anything. Maybe it's because we grew up, the Bills were a big deal. Like when the Bills are good, it's pretty cool. The uniforms are sweet, just the whole deal. Maybe there is something too. It's just we always talk about West Coast teams going east. John, what happened?
Alex just threw an absolute dime to this guy down the corner. They're now in field goal range. Clock's under 3 minutes. I mean, Pittsburgh's going to lose.
How is this game?
This guy's going to win $500,000.
If this game wasn't going to be on in major markets, how did they not start at 30 minutes earlier to make sure it ends before Monday Night Football begins?
I don't know. Underrated. Did you see Emmanuel Mosley's hurt? He's out. He's on the inactives. 4 guys inactive. He's one of them.
Somebody DM me. They said they got – no, I didn't see that. Over under 4.5 receptions for Cole Beasley. My lock, he said. Now, that's more a K1 Williams, Jamar Taylor thing, but Josh Allen's going to get the ball
K1's got the double.
The double, I know.
Did you see this? Did you see the
Thermal Thomas?
A story that K1 actually the thing on PEDs was fake. It was a fraud. Like it didn't actually go through. You didn't see that. Someone texted me like that it
like a false positive.
It was like a fake positive or
no. I
don't know, but it doesn't matter. He's injured and he's PED suspended. He's just not eligible to play.
Have you ever heard anybody talk about East Coast teams coming west for Monday night games schedule, like record? We always talk about East Coast.
Someone just do that?
No, I don't know, but I'm watching them going. I could see it being a little weird tonight for the Bills. Oh.
This Knox guy, this tight end, was the tight end with DK and AJ Brown. So they had a starting tight end on the Bills. They had AJ Brown and they had DK Metcalf.
I mean,
like if you were a college quarterback, you could argue it could go down as an all-time great talent, offensive skill guys.
Don't you feel like with that roster, Lane could have been a college football playoff, like a top 10 team? You tell me,
Lane. I feel that Lane will have that roster, right? He'll have DK that's a 16-year-old somewhere in the South. Like that guy will be on his team. He will get that guy. I already like the vibe of the Niners here. I think Robert Saleh, Brian Dable, another guy, who's getting some head coaching buzz. Is this a night you're going to hear a lot of Lewis, who I saw went on Matt Mayoko's podcast, and when I texted him, didn't fucking text me back. So fuck that guy. We'll be blowing Robert.
Well, just wait. He might. Yeah, maybe he starts selling the package deal. Like one thing I would do, I would hire Robert Saleh right away. I would even give some player personnel control to Robert. That's just me. I'd be willing to let Robert pick whichever quarterback he wanted, even though he's a defensive guy. That's me. That's just, I'd be willing to do all the media availabilities. So I know we're about 15 seconds behind on the stream from the game, but I do want to see something sweet happen.
Yeah.
Touchdown. That's a great stat. Touchdown on opening drive each of the last 4 games.
Hot take, and you and I have been on this for about a year, watching a lot of football this year. I think the opening drive is one of the most overrated. Robert Saleh's not getting a job. Overrated stats in football. Like you're scoring touchdown, you should be. You guys spent Monday through Thursday, 20 hours a day getting that drive together. Like congratulations.
Yes.
It's also, would you consider the Browns-Titans game a close game? Because the final score was 41-35.
No.
Did you see the final score?
No.
The final score was close.
I gave up on that game.
They were up 38-7. Yeah, they were up 38-7. The Washington football team just took the lead.
Bills are going tempo, John.
But Well, I don't. I mean, you
Formerly
think
known as
Robert
Hurry Up.
Sala's getting a job? This
Not at
everyone's
this rate.
watching. Martha Ford. Martha Ford. Hey, Robert. She's 90. She goes to bed. Like she doesn't have the second half. So
No,
second half adjustments will not count. There will be no second half adjustments credit for you. She's watching this.
Man, this is weird. How much time left in the other game?
2 minutes.
Daniel just said, I have YouTube TV, so I'm actually on time with your stream because YouTube TV is always behind. Once we all agree to go to YouTube TV, then we'll be on time. Because I've thought about it, but I can't be 15 seconds behind a big game.
Yeah, but I think we're not that far away from everyone being in that category.
Yeah, no, we're not. You're right. We're definitely not. The ability to just don't pay $20.
I noticed today on the illegal stream watching the Redskins, I had Twitter open, and it'd be like, what is going on? What a shitty play call. And then I'd watch, and they ran that terrible play call. I was like, God, I didn't like that feeling.
How are all those people watching the game live?
Well, because they have DirecTV at their house. So if you have DirecTV and the Sunday ticket, you're watching the game live, or at least live for the normal viewer. And then if you have YouTube TV or the illegal stream, we're behind.
Somebody just commented, interception Washington. Steelers just coughed up the ball. Have you seen that yet?
See, no. I'm on Washington's kickoff right now. You think that guy's lying? Well, I can find out on Twitter.
I just got two different people said Steelers coughed up the ball.
Yeah.
Javi said, and then Camelot's Red and Gold said Steelers coughed up the ball.
First tweet I see, Albert Breer, OMG. Steelers just lost.
Wow. I called them the best team in the NFL.
Everyone's like, oh, Washington. I kind of like the Washington football team coming off a win if you're the Niners. I mean, you got to win this game.
When you just take a step back to your point, you've got coach with cancer and quarterback off a just bomb-damaged leg. That team? I mean, we all, I think, I'll speak for myself.
They're in first place. They're in first place.
We all, again, sorry, I shouldn't say we all. I, a long time ago, gave up on the NFC East being interesting at all. And now it's the Giants. We just saw the Roethlisberger pick.
Yeah, the ball is tipped to the line of scrimmage, straight up in the air. The linebacker kind of, Willie Mays basket catches it and hits the ground. But they're at the 20-yard line. The dude just won $500,000.
And he took Washington football team. Was that like a part of a parlay or just a straight up bet? You know what I mean? Like, did he have a bunch of different things and he could have hedged and didn't, or did he just straight up bet on that game?
I think he just straight up bet on that game.
Wow. Singletary running it out. He's okay. Field at this stadium always looks so gorgeous, doesn't it? I know there's a little yellow in the middle, actually.
It's turf, right?
No, it's real grass. This is the field they roll out and then roll back in.
Yeah, Diggs is going to be a problem for them all night.
Well,
I don't love the matchup.
All right, should we hop off and watch the football game?
Yeah, I mean, Saul reading his press clippings here, or yeah, let's watch the football team.
Press clippings? You mean Twitter? Imagine a football coach in the locker room telling us, like, you guys are reading your press clippings. College kids would be like, what? Or what?
Yeah,
Instagram comments. Your DM.
Because what's a press clipping?
I kind of do want to finish watching this first drive here.
Yeah, I'd say right now, anything, 3 points on the board, you're feeling pretty good.
If you're the Niners or if you're the Bills?
If you're the Niners.
Yeah, agreed. Cole Beasley back, scary. Have they thrown the ball to Diggs yet?
Yeah, he just caught one on Verrett.
I thought that was Sherman.
Their unis do look, the all whites Bills do look sweet. I mean, it's a good looking uni.
Really is. Just the. Oh God.
Oh, they're hitting them a little quick.
Have they had a 3rd and long yet? I don't think they have.
Guy, have they had a 3rd down?
Nah, maybe
this is a clinic. This is Dayball versus Sala, both competing for jobs. And Dable's bending them over right now, the kitchen table. There's no other way around it. And it's only the first drive, so it doesn't determine the game, but the facts are the facts. He drove right down the field. Road game. Actually, neutral site game, so you could argue it's a double disadvantage.
It's a super long road for them, though. It's a long way for the Bills to go. Beautiful uni matchup. Agree.
Yep.
I'm just reading comments here.
I mean, guy, they have Arizona in the. They don't even change the end zones for the Niners.
No, but they did put down some banners.
I saw that.
So apparently none of your business said, I'm sorry, I thought everyone else was ahead of the stream. I said, why? We're just watching it and guy spoiled it. Sorry about that. Spoiler alert on Washington.
So the Steelers have one timeout.
How much time?
Not much.
Who's that?
Under 2 minutes. I don't know. The Bills have dudes. Is that Stevie Johnson or is he retired? I don't know who Davis is.
No, I meant 83. White guy with hair.
You remember Stevie Johnson played for the Niners?
Yeah.
Remember that? They traded for him.
That's right.
He wasn't any good. They're doing this
like
quick handoff play. Okay, Robert Saleh. Martha Ford's watching. Oh, Jimmy's trying to fumble. Oh!
See, this is, for people
Robert
that watch,
Saleh!
This is what you need, John. Zach Moss, teammate yesterday.
Did you see Sean Payton? Did you see Sean Payton's tweet today? Some random lady.
Sean
was
Payton's
like, Coach.
Tweet?
Yeah, well, some random lady tweeted at him, Coach, are you guys practicing, or you need to do a better job practicing ball security? And Sean Payton just replied to the tweet, you're preaching to the choir, lady. Kind of like, I'm coaching. It's like, you're either coaching allow it to happen. You got Saleh coaching up. You think he's down? I didn't see a replay.
I kind of felt like he was down. Gabriel Davis is 13, Central Florida, 4th-round pick. Let's get another look at this, John.
So we got.
I will say this: the Niners have injured 2 running backs on the first drive. That's promising.
Is that Zach Moss?
This ball out. Not that you want to injure anybody. Big Zach Moss guy. That ball's not out.
No.
Bill's ball.
So there's 3rd and 12. They got no timeouts. They're going to be able to kick a field goal. I mean, the Steelers are fucked. They'll kick a field goal with 20 seconds left and be up 6. So this guy won his bet. Guy got to feel pretty good. I did not expect the Steelers to lose the Washington football team on a Monday night game that wasn't supposed to be on Monday night. Didn't see that coming.
No.
They have been playing with fire, though. They clearly they were not as good as their record. They're probably more like a 9-3 team than an 11-0 team, or 12-0, or whatever the fuck their record. I guess they're 11.
Oh, they're gonna be 11-1 now.
To me, do they feel 11-1? They should be 9-3. I guess is my point.
When I've watched them at their best, I felt like they're the best team. But as we talked about last week,
9-3 is a good 9-3 is a good record, right?
Yeah.
Go 10-2. Tomlin's gonna start screaming at people. He's taking off his coat.
Tomlin could not coach a team that, like, Tomlin to me, he has to coach a team whose base color is just like black sweatshirt, black jacket. Like you couldn't put Tomlin on the Seahawks. It would look, or the Broncos, to be like, what are these? The Dolphins. Like he needs just like a classic, like a Steelers uniform. But is he just going to coach the Steelers in perpetuity? I mean, he's got 20 years left. These injury timeouts are killing me in the first quarter of this game right now. The guy walked off the
Raiders
field.
would work.
Let's go.
But I thought, aren't they redoing a fumble? Is that what they're looking at?
Yeah, just give him the ball. Like let's go. What are we doing here? Officiating, am I right? God, get me back on my high horse.
Well, you always try to give them the benefit of the doubt. I mean, they're shitty. They are a shitty group.
The referee doing the Steelers game, I like that guy. I don't know what his name is, but he's good. I saw him earlier.
Washington football team hit the field goal. Up 6. 17 seconds left.
Jeff Schwartz, check out, or you probably can't see it. He just tweeted, let's see if Washington will dial up some zero pressures on defense in this situation.
Would you say the Raiders' squib kick yesterday is one of the worst squib kicks you've ever seen? It hit the guy right, and he just caught it, and he went down to 50. What were they doing? Was that an underrated part of that game? He kicked it like right to the guy, and he gave him a chance for a Hail Mary.
All right, so they got the fumble. I feel like they gained 5 yards on the fumble.
There's a big play.
Diggs
we got
on
Diggs
Sherman
on
at the
Sherman
bottom.
here.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's right. Circle it, Middlecoff.
Oh shit. Touchdown.
No, they stopped him.
Nope.
What's the guy's name? From the old school guy that we went back and looked at his last year. After Drake Greenlaw made the stop, everyone was talking about that guy from the early '80s for the Niners.
Oh, Dan, my got tight buns.
Yeah, Dan Buns.
Do you think the Bills go for it here? It's like they're on like the 1 yard line.
Yeah.
I'd probably set the tone. I mean, you're fucking.
I mean,
This is a
need
huge
this
play
game,
for
right?
Robert Salas. Yeah. I mean,
and
do you
need
think?
is strong, but
Okay, here we go.
this is the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is the game.
Robert Saleh
for this drive. Oh, he's got him wide
Oh,
open.
they got knocked in the back.
Oh, he covered it up. He was open for a split second. I mean, wide open for a second.
He saw him late. Woo! Ball brother.
You always believe, John. Robert Saleh, bend, don't break. Pressure creates cracks, bricks, it makes diamonds.
Yeah. All gas, turn the corners, tap the brakes. I'm not a huge. I probably just would have ran it. Like, just give it to Zach Moss or my quarterback sneak. I don't. He's rolling back. He's 15 yards behind the scrimmage. I think they kind of bailed out the Niners doing that play.
I'm with you. I'll give Drake Greenlaw some credit because was it Knox? Is that who that was? Was coming wide open.
No, I think that was the other guy.
Well, Greenlaw realized what was happening, turned back, and Josh Allen couldn't lead him, had to throw it behind him. So Greenlaw gets a PBU, even though he didn't touch it, as far as I'm concerned.
Do you think it's hard to catch a ball when he throws it 800 million miles an hour right there?
I do. I also think.
Do you think anyone could have got that?
This drive, that Bills drive doesn't end until Mullins doesn't throw a pick six here. Use check game.
Oh, a little use check? Okay, you want to watch this game now?
I do want to watch this game now. Go to our YouTube if you're not on it right now. Subscribe to that. Podcast will be out. Good hanging with everybody. Yeah? Is that it?
Steelers game, just Washington football team won.
Unbelievable. Good for them.
The Niners are playing a first-place team next week.
It's crazy.
I think it's fair to say that game's not going to be easy, right? They're not bad.
No, and it's going to be a lot of Alex Smith.
They're not some joke.
Playing the Niners. If Jimmy's not back,
right?
Who's got
Predict it. You think the Niners win this game right now? Do you like the vibe of this game?
I do like the vibe of this
throw
game,
right
even
down
though
the field.
I had the Bills early. But to me, like, you just, both I don't like the vibe of that play. Usually the Niners hit like an 8-yarder with Mostert's first carry.
I might just hand it off again here and play defense. Like, I don't know if I'm having him drop back in the end zone.
Let's watch this one play actually before we.
I don't know if I like him dropping back, safety, fumble, touchdown. Like, I might just get in goal line offense and just run it up the gut and punt.
Punt on third, maybe, so you don't lose any yardage.
Yeah, I mean, don't we have an Australian punter?
No, well, actually, yes. Sorry, I was thinking about the Aussie muffed it, the old Jared Hayne returner.
Here goes a pick six. Oh shit!
Oh! God, that was so dangerous. Flag! I mean, you can't defend Debo. I mean, Brandon Ayuk. You can't defend Brandon Ayuk, John.
Did Brandon Ayuk return punts at ASU?
Yeah.
Because I saw Grant Cohn tweeting, like, if Jalen Reagor can return punts, so can this guy. Why isn't he back there returning? I'm like, I don't really know, because Trent Taylor's inactive tonight. Basically, they went with River Craycraft over Trent Taylor in this game. Trent Taylor.
Well, River had that touchdown drop. Remember that? Where you almost got that touchdown?
One thing's clear. When Kyle doesn't like you, he just will inactive you. Like, you're just like, see ya.
I mean, John, that's the play of the game right now. After we already had a play of the game on the stop on fourth down. There it is.
I'd start running it.
I mean, it's time to go.
Was that a PI?
Yeah.
Kind of grabbing his arm.
Yeah. Oh, was it
PI.
should it have been? I don't know. I wasn't. Once they threw the flag, I got too happy. For business, not necessarily.
Let's just watch this drive.
Ayuk
One thing is
nice.
when Mozart plays, he's. I can't believe the Washington football team just beat the Steelers.
And not on like a weird Wednesday afternoon. Now, in the Steelers'
No, like
defense,
legit, it was Monday.
They just played on Wednesday.
Yeah, that's true.
And
when you remember when Washington played last?
No.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
So
also, the Steelers have had back-to-back weeks of just they played RG3, which doesn't fire you up.
Alex had 31 completions.
Wow.
He's going to get comeback player of the year, right? Lock. Like there's not even a competition. Do you think you rename the award after him? Wouldn't you just rename
Does it have a name on it right now? If not, then yeah.
Alex Smith comeback player of the year award?
No problem. I mean, I'm liking the vibe, John. I'm liking the vibe.
The problem is with Mullins is you can feel pretty good after a first quarter. It can just creep up on you at any moment. You could just be kind of like, oh, they're up 15 points. And then you're sitting back on the couch and then he throws a pick six right to a defensive tackle. You know, that's the thing with
it's coming. Like, it's just the question is, if I were Bills linebackers, I would have been on the jugs machine this week.
I agree. Has your TV been acting a little funny?
Yeah, I'm getting a funky signal. Some little lines and stuff.
Aliens or
yeah, the people dropping the silver.
That magnetic thing in
Utah.
Watch out, Mullins.
Oh my God! Pop it up. I mean, this would be one hell of a Shanahan game.
I'd resign this guy, wouldn't you?
Yes.
One thing you see with the Niners, if they could have just had Jordan Reed and Kittle and Jimmy Garoppolo and all these receivers and Mostert and Telvin Coleman, their offense would have been really, really good.
Do you have any doubt that they'd be back in the playoffs? Because I don't.
Well, to me, the Bosa injury would have sucked, but I don't think it would have changed them. I mean, they would have not been as good on defense, but healthy offense, they'd be fine. When I say fine, they'd be like, 7-4 or something. Their offense would be really good with all those guys.
I think I read.
Even this guy runs his ass off.
This is like the third. What is this? Like the third or fourth game that they've had Ayuk, Deebo Samuel, and Kendrick Bourne all active together. I think it's the Zenny. Zenny glasses. Get the glasses. Endorsement. I mean, he's getting paid for that. Those are good looking. You've seen the ads, right?
Glasses aren't cheap.
Zenny glasses aren't cheap? Aren't those the ads?
I've seen the Zenny ads. Hell, I've written it down as a company to contact. Hey,
Zenny. If everyone put... Oh. Just stay down. No.
Oh, my God. That, to me, that is Nick Mullins.
Oh, my God. Oh, that was fantastic. That's what you want. That's just you guys ready to make some plays, man. He got cracked. Look at the hit he takes after this, John. All right, not his fault. He got stepped on. Look at him. Presence of mind to check the other video board to see. You see him? He's looking at the other video board. Pops up. Wow.
We're going.
You know what?
6 wide.
But it's not 3rd and 10 if he'd taken the loss, like it would have been.
Oh shit. Oh my God. You catch it?
Xfinity, please stop.
Same with me. It hit the ground?
I don't know. How
about Kyle? Kyle's running play after play for fucking 11. He loves Deebo and Ayuk.
As he should.
However much he hated Pettis, if you go, what does he think about Deebo and Ayuk? Just think the opposite.
I mean, I was pretty impressed by Ayuk just getting open. Did he? Yeah, catch.
Yeah, barely. Pettis drops that. Pettis is up there sitting with Jimmy.
Big hole.
It's a pretty big swing. They got the ball. They fucking get goal line standed. They come all the way down at the 1 yard line and drive
goal line standed.
We're bailed out by PI.
Yeah. 99-yard drive. Come on, to start the game after a stop. I mean, you can't start a game better than this.
Where do these NFL people get the mission mask with the ear loops? I want to get a pair of those.
You don't think they sell those?
But I don't even know why you'd need them. They stay up on their own without them. Maybe
I think when you
it's
talk,
easier,
maybe they kind of get pulled down a little, right?
Yeah, probably. Kyle likes his Fred Wilson Jr. character. Little play action here. Is this 4-down territory? To me, that's the question.
I mean, I think it'd be a
to
pretty
me,
good
I'd
muscle
argue,
flex after they just got stopped that you do it. Except, I know what you're not doing. Play action. Right?
I think you just run it the next two. I think you just run it the next 2 times.
I mean, this is... What's the deal here? I mean, look at this.
Wow. He got in.
What a drive. That's how you start a game.
Kyle loves him some use check. That was a good play.
I mean, you can't argue whether or not he's earned his money for Kyle Shanahan. And he's probably made... Is he going to get paid more money? What's going on? Did he not get in?
They're calling him...
I think he's short. I think his butt hit before the ball crossed. That's my first
Is your
blush
butt cheek
reaction.
down?
Yeah.
Well, I'd go for quarterback sneak right here. Do you trust McMullins to hold on to the ball, quarterback sneak?
I don't even know if I've ever seen him quarterback sneak.
Well, to me, Mullins, the ball could pop up in the air, land into one of the Bills' fast players, and he scores.
Another replay. What do you guys think here?
Why is the ball way back there, Kyle?
Yeah, I think
that's
he's
pretty
down.
close. At where? Like the inch line?
I think his butt is down and the ball is like right on the goal. I think the nose of the ball is going to be right at the goal line. Who did he challenge? Why are they reviewing this? It's not a scoring play. Did they call it a touchdown on the field?
I don't know.
They must not, right?
No.
Level 2 scouting says down. Dave says short. Yeah. While we have a moment, John, Bill Cowher coming back? Could you imagine in 2020 making that higher?
I saw that someone said, or I read, that the reason Boomer said that is because like how excited he got on like talking about Trevor Lawrence in a meeting or something. It wasn't like Bill told him I'm coming back. He's not. He retired in 2006.
It's been forever.
It's way longer than Gruden was out, and he's older, right? How old do you think? If you had to guess, how old is Bill Cowher?
68. Looks good for his age.
Looks fantastic for his age. I was going to guess 65.
Matt says Kyle was fast on that challenge. So maybe Kyle
63.
Wow.
I think a little like Gruden and a little like Tomlin. He became a head coach at like 38 or 40. I just don't. You wouldn't all of a sudden be like, it's time, right? Would you?
I don't think so. I did see
one thing's crazy for him. He left like as the economic boom really hit for coaches. Like he's probably making $1 million or $2 million, right? And then it's gone to like, what would Bill Cowher in 2020 be making?
$10 million a year.
Player money.
Did you ever see? Like, I hate this challenge, by the way, but maybe just because he's not. Like, can't you got time for your own guys to look at the ball on the review, right? You have time. You don't have to challenge this play. Whatever. Did you ever see a report on how much Texas offered Urban?
I mean, I'd guess $100 million
or
something.
I mean, it's something huge. They were going to have to pay Herman like $17 million to go away.
I thought it was 25 all included, everybody.
Oh, including Herman alone I think was 17, but maybe it was bigger if it was 25 for everybody.
I think when I read Chip Brown's report on Football Scoop, I saw the number 25.
Wow.
Just to then get to Urban. I don't like the shotgun here. He didn't get it.
I mean,
who's down right there? Is that Trent Williams?
No. Yeah, but
I think
I don't like the challenge. I would have liked just line up and pound it again. You and marching his defense down the field.
And
just
run it in the eye.
Who
I don't like gun runs. They have numbers. Look, it's just numbers game.
got a bad exchange?
Who's blocking that guy?
Did he get a bad exchange at all? No, he got it to him. Pretty good job.
This game's pretty intense already.
Yep.
It's going to be hard for the Niners to win it.
How about what both coaches
Mullins eventually.
Both coaches obviously think you need touchdowns today, right? That's the other thing we just learned on that drive.
But I also think it's just in vogue. Like, you just go for it now on the 4th and 1. And it is, unless it's late in the game, I think it's the right call when you got good offensive players. Well, here's another take. Where's Mozart? Why is Fred Wilson getting the ball right there?
Question. Is he? Oh! Ball's out!
How do they know? They don't see anything.
What happens in a pile is so criminal. Like, guys recover the ball immediately and then get it ripped away from them. You see it all the time on replay. But that was just a bad exchange.
Niners got it. This has been a crazy-ass quarter with no points. Usually, if you give me a no-point first quarter, it's pretty shitty. This has been fantastic.
It's only been 2 drives. Well, I guess this is the 3rd drive.
Oh my God, he never even...
That's bad.
One thing when you play the Niners, they do hit you pretty hard. So I think when you're a running back, you're probably pretty amped up back there going, guys are going to fuck me up right into Fred Warner. Drive. Do you think they have to score here? It's a pretty big disappointment.
Yeah. Can't settle for a field goal. I think they score.
Just go I formation and 4 straight runs. You don't need to
feel like they score on this play.
You know who that is? Kelly Skipper, running back coach, Bills.
Nickname Skip.
D'Amico Ryan, next defensive coordinator, 49ers.
Yeah.
Middle cop's guess.
You got to go bald to bald, John. There's Mostert. Wow. Going nowhere.
This isn't really working well. I might throw it to somebody here. What do you think about a little Debo end around handoff?
Would have preferred it on.
Oh, they're going. What do you think about a little quick game here?
God, this is just something else right now.
Well, you're going 4 down territory again, right?
Yeah.
What's the rush here? Ayuk.
I mean, he's a stud, man. I respect the, hey, I'm not going to pound the ball just for the sake of it. Be a meathead here. That's what I want to do, but something's going to work.
We suck them all in, and you go right behind them.
You know what Ayuk does all the time is get open. I mean, that pass interference happened. It was a bad throw. He wasn't going to catch it, but it happened because he was open. He got open on the first down. He's just open. The guy's just open.
I know it was an easy throw, but I give Mullins credit for just putting it in the right place. A lot going on. Goal line. Robbie Gould.
Ayuk is just open all the time. Just always open.
Well, he's got to be the best Pac-12 rookie receiver in recent memory because a lot of them have started slow. I guess Juju had a pretty good season, but he started with Antonio Brown. He was the 2.
Yeah.
Ayuk's fucking good.
Really
Him
good.
and Justin Jefferson are the 2 guys that went later than all the hyped guys. Now, if CeeDee Lamb was on this team, he'd be awesome too.
CeeDee's been really good. Signed Haberman's DraftKings team. All right.
I mean, I think yeah. Okay, let's watch this game.
What were you gonna say?
I'll see you later. I mean, I think they've all looked pretty good. I mean, Rager punt return, Ruggs game winner touchdown. Like you could give me any of them, I'd feel okay.
Especially with Shanahan.
Even Mims, you notice him yesterday, made a couple plays against the Raiders. Like he doesn't look bad.
Yeah. All right, everybody, good work.
Bad? Okay. Adios.